Hey guys, Gaming to the Maximus here. I was requested to do the early, mid, and late game comps, the best of early, mid, and late game comps for Rise of Elements, and I wanted to do a top 5 best comps video anyways, so I figured fuck it, mash them together and do it up. I want to keep this as short as possible, so if I gloss over some stuff, if I'm going a little fast, sorry, I just don't want to waste 20 minutes of your time. I'm going to try and keep this around 10 minutes. So, without further ado, let's jump into our top 5 comps for the early game. So, starting it off, my favorite Woodland Druid. So this is Nico, Maokai, Ivern, and LeBlanc. They are the best, in my opinion, for the starting compositions, and the starting compositions in my mind are from levels 3 to 4, and these guys obviously add a free unit to your board. That shit's crazy. So at level 3, you can basically be at level 4. At level 4, you can be basically at level 5. Can last you throughout the entirety of the game. Super good opener to have, and all the units are very useful. Nico being the least useful unit, but nevertheless, from levels 3 to 4, these guys are A1. You're going to want to pick them up. Great opener. Next up, we got Inferno Shadow Rangers. So this is going to be 4 units, 1 being Kindred, 1 being Varus. That's obviously 2 Ranger. Then splashing a 3rd Inferno to get 3 Inferno, and then splashing a Shadow unit to get 2 Shadow onto Kindred. Again, it makes Kindred super strong, and this Shadow unit can be anyone. Obviously, Malzahar is preferred, and Zyra is preferred for the Inferno unit. That way, you have a little summoner synergy right there. But, anybody will do. You just really want Kindred to be stronger. That's the whole goal here, is Kindred carrying you. Next up, we've got Berserkers. These guys are low cost, and they work well as 6 entire units, but we're only here to talk about levels 3 and 4. So starting it off, we've got Renekton as our level 1 cost unit, and then Jax and Volibear being our 2 cost units, Mundo and Scion being our 3 cost units. Picking up any of these guys in any amount of order is good. From levels 3 and 4, that cone that they have a chance to get on their auto attacks is really going to just melt down those early fights, and you're really going to see that. And they can transition into 6 Berserkers, which is also very good, but we will get to that later. Next up, another personal favorite of mine, Ocean Mages. Now, this one has a little bit of a variety to it, but the best possible route you could get with it is obviously Vlad and Syndra being 2 mages that are Ocean, and then getting 2 Wardens that are Ocean as well, which are Thresh and Nautilus. Obviously, that is a 4-person comp, and that is 4 Ocean and 2 out of 3 Mage and 2 Warden. So that is very good. Of course, we're not all as lucky as me, who obviously gets this all the time. So if you're not like me, pick up a couple of other Wardens, maybe Nasus or Ornn. You can also end up picking up maybe the Ivern and Maokai, who are just Druid and will work well together regardless. You also have the option of picking up a 3rd mage and just chucking somebody that works with them in front of them, maybe just 1 tank and 3 mages. It's got some variety to it, and it preps you for possibly going into 6 mages. Lastly, we've got Predator. Predator's a pretty good early one just because they execute at 25% health. So, in essence, every unit you fight really only has 75% of their health. As soon as they hit 25 and you hit them one time, they are dead. So picking up the Kog'Maw early, the Warwick early, the Rek'Sai early, and the Skarner early, all these guys are 1 to 2 cost units, and that is it, is going to be great for you. So grab that as well. And those are the top 5 early game comps. Moving on to mid game. Next up, we're talking about Inferno Shadow Rangers again, but this time more emphasis on Shadow. You can have 4 Shadow units at this point, and now you can tack on your Varus for that Ranger buff, and then it's up to you. So you can have 4 Shadow units, obviously including Kindred, and then slap in a Varus for number 5, and then once you hit level 6, you can throw in your 3rd Inferno, and you'll have 3 Inferno, 4 Shadow, and 2 Ranger, really making Kindred that Omega carry you really need. Next up, we've got Mages, so we're going to do, obviously, our 3 Mages, and then our 2 Wardens. Our 2 Wardens being Nautilus and Thresh, and then our 3 mages being Syndra and Vlad. I like to throw a Talia in, reason being at level 6, I like to chuck a Malphite into the mix. Obviously, that only gives you 3 out of 4 Warden buff, but that mountain buff between him and Talia is stupendous. It keeps your mages alive, it keeps your front line alive, it's really great. Again, a very good mid-game comp. Raging our way into the next one, we've got Berserkers. Obviously, you can go 6 Berserkers at level 6, but before then, you have a few options. So you could just be running 3 Berserkers and grab 2 Rangers. As you've seen, Mundo is a poison, so you could grab Twitch to get ready for that poison buff, and you could grab Ezreal as Volibear is glacial. So for level 5, running 3 Berserkers, obviously having Mundo and Volibear in there, and then getting your Twitch and Ezreal in there for some glacial and the preparation for poison. And then once you hit level 6, swapping those guys out, keeping the Twitch, of course, that you will need that for later, and then, you know, getting 6 Berserkers in there for the 100% chance to cone the damage. So now I'm going to throw a few late game comps at you. They are, again, kind of resemblant of the things we were just talking about, but yeah, these are going to be the end game results you want to get to. Obviously, these are all theory crafted, so I've played them, but, you know, it can only be so perfect in writing. Sometimes you're going to have to improvise, grab a different kind of character that has the same traits, classes, and origins. So, you know, got to think on your toes. But anyways, jumping right in, we have, obviously, 6 Ocean, 6 Mage. This is super easy to do. You're going to be slowly gathering up mages, slowly building a front line, and then once you get to 6 mages, taking that front line out besides your 2 wardens, who are Thresh and Nautilus, and slamming in 6 mages plus your 2 warden bonus. Now you might be saying, but Max, that's only 4 Ocean. How are we getting to 6? You're going to want to make Lux a mage, or you're going to want to level to level 9 and get in Ocean Lux. So normally it's going to be 4 Ocean and 6 mage. Once you hit level 9, slap in that Lux, you're going to have a 6 Ocean, 6 Mage buff going on, and it's going to be nutty. You're going to be casting spells all the time. Super good comp. Try it out. Next up, we got Rangers. I love me some Ashe Taric, so of course, your 4 Rangers are going to be Varus, Kindred, Ezreal, and Ashe. Then your Wardens are going to be Braum and Taric. That way you get a Glacial buff with your Ezreal and Braum, and you get a Crystal buff with your Taric Ashe. And then from there, it's up to you. I know this is only 6 units, so there's a lot you can do with it. I personally like throwing in a Master Yi to buff our Kindred there, so she has her Dark bonus, and then maybe throw in Inferno to get the Inferno bonus going. Obviously, you can also throw in a Mystic. It's really up to you. Super flexible comp. Try it out. Super great. You obviously only need the 6 units, and then you can flex it from there. Your ability to pick up a Twitch and try and slam in poison is also there. Try it out. Next up, we've got one of my favorite comps secretly. It is 6 Berserkers and 3 Poison. As you know, Mundo, already a poison character. Throw in a Singed, throw in a Twitch, boom, you've got poison. That 50% mana increase, actually so good. It really fucks over mages, of course, but honestly, it just fucks over everyone. Everyone needs to cast abilities, everybody needs to get their ultimate off, and with this 50% mana increase off of poison, it's just too much, and you end up beating people before they can even ult. It's super great, works against everybody. Try it out. These last 2 do require a spatula, but they are super rewarding. First up, we've got Zed Summoner Mage. So what this is making Zed or Malzahar or even Zyra a mage, and then having 5 other mages with them. That way they are guaranteed to double cast their summons. So obviously Malzahar 2 would be summoning 6 crabs. Zed would be summoning 2 shadows. That is absolutely nutty. Obviously Zed shadows can spawn even more, and Malzahar's crabs do an insane amount of damage. And then, of course, slapping either an Ocean frontline in there or 2 more summoners on the side to make the summoner even stronger. Up to you whether you want to go 6 mages and 3 summoners or 6 mages and 4 Ocean. Lastly, we've got Light Kindred. So like I said, Kindred is insane, and if you make her a light, she gets even more insane. Obviously, Vayne is a ranger and Kindred is a ranger, so you got the ranger bonus there. Then you make her a light, so whenever a light unit dies, she gets health back and more attack speed. Then you throw in a dark unit. Usually you want to get a Master Yi because he synergizes well with the team. He is a Blade Master, which Aatrox is a light Blade Master. He is a Mystic, Soraka is a light Mystic, and he is dark, which is Kindred's other type. So boom, he synergizes so well with the comp there, getting all those things active and making Kindred carry even harder. So again, that's 6 light with Kindred being the 6th light, and then throwing in a Master Yi for Mystic, Blade Master, and Dark bonus. So guys, hope it wasn't too long. I tried to do it as fast as I could with a good amount of knowledge and telling you guys what's going on. Yeah, try these comps out. Hopefully that helps. It's a pretty detailed guide on what kind of characters you really need. And yeah, I hope to see you back here. Check out the stream. We'll be streaming TFT, some regular league, all that good stuff. And yeah, enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and enjoy your weekend. Later.